First things first, get yourself a little bit of garlic and you want to mince that up. And do the same thing with some parsley. Okay, cool. Next up, I stole 1 lemon from my neighbor's tree. I zested it the outside because we're going to use that later. And for the actual lemon, we are going to squeeze the juices into the bowl because, bitch, we are going to be in hard times. We cannot let anything go to waste, okay? Get yourself some pasta and cook it accordingly to the package instructions. Once the noodles are finished, we're going to take it out and now it's time to get to work. Big ass pan, medium heat, boom, multiple cubes of butter. Throw in your garlic and saute it until it smells good. And then we're gonna add some peeled and deveined shrimp, alright? I left the tail on because it looks cool like that. Anywho, we're gonna season with some pepper, lemon zest, always parsley, lemon juice, and some crushed red peppers. Let's go, baby! Give it a good mix, toss in your pasta, mix it one more time, and we are gonna taste it, alright? This is where you wanna adjust for salt. And that's pretty much it. This cooking shit is easy. Plate it and top it off with some parsley. Day 5 of quarantine. I know you miss Olive Garden. Ah, me too. But guess what? This is pretty close.
How to make mac and cheese for lazy people. First, get a pot and cook your macaroni, but I don't have macaroni, so I use this, whatever it's called. Poke it to see if it's soft yet. Nope. While that's cooking, let's get our ingredients. Salt, pepper, milk. This is optional, but it makes it taste a little bit better. Yo, I almost forgot. 2 slices of cheese. Okay, this is done, so I'm gonna strain it. You're gonna pour it in a bowl. Now you're gonna pour some milk in, not too much, about that much, yeah. Take your cheese, tear them up, and put it in small pieces so it melts better. Microwave 30 seconds. Nice. Look at that.
Here's a video on how to make my infamous potato bake. Something that's going to change the game is French onion soup mix. Trust me, you need it for your sauce. First step, obviously peel your spuds. While your water's boiling, cut your potatoes about this thick. Once you've added all your potatoes, pour in some salt to add flavour. Right, we've cut up our bacon. We're not here to fuck spiders, so we've done it a bit willy-nilly. She's a bit chunky, you know, a bit thick if you will. She's confident. Once you're done crying, add your onions. Now add your garlic. Now you only want to cook your potatoes to 90%, so if this starts going through softer, they're ready to take out. Add some potatoes to the baking dish and then add some of your bacon and onion mix. Add the others on top. The most important part, stir in your soup mix with your thickened cream. Add salt and pepper to your liking. A pinch of mozzarella. Add bacon and onion and stir. Pour on top. Add all your cheese and bake on high.
Coconut curry. Start with that chicken thigh and dice it up into bite-sized pieces. Then dice up garlic, ginger, and onion. Add coconut oil to the pan and season sliced bell peppers. Saute them for about 5 minutes until soft. Then take them out and add more coconut oil. Once that's melted, add curry powder straight to it and cook it down. Then add the garlic, ginger, and onion. Cooking till the onions are translucent, then adding the chicken thighs. After you get a nice sear on the chicken, after a few minutes on high heat, add the coconut milk and keep it moving. Keep scraping the bottom of the pan and add the bell peppers back in and keep it moving. I tasted it and it was too sweet, so I added more curry powder and salt. After letting that simmer down for several minutes, you know it's done when you can scrape the bottom of the pan and it slowly covers that area. Take it off the heat and add a touch of lemon to bring it all together. Serve with rice and enjoy. Yes, sir!
Let's make some dinner. Welcome to another episode of Dorm Food, where you question, why does this woman know how to make so much food in a microwave? Some small curd cottage cheese. It's essentially a chunky boy ricotta, but cheaper for your dorm room budgets. Sprinkle of garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, mink, salt, pep, little bit of Parmesan. This is the fancy part. We sliced it. Now press as much water out as you can. Wow. A little bit of pasta sauce. You can actually buy pasta sauce for like 59 cents at the store. Lay down your noodles. More pasta sauce. You guys wanted more veggie meals, so this one's a vegetarian beef, but you can use pre-cooked ground beef from anywhere. More parm. More mozz. Sauce. Noodle. Sauce. Top with cheese and Italian seasoning. 5 minutes of radiation. Yes. Cheers.
We're going to make the world's easiest snack while you're stuck home quarantine with just Oreos and milk. Oreos into your mug. Pour in milk to cover halfway. Now match it up with a fork, which is a good time to take out your anger for being stuck at home all day because of quarantining. Once it's done, it'll look like this. I know it look like literal dirt, but just stick with me. Place in the microwave and microwave for 75 seconds. Bam, got it for the last second. All right, let's check on it. Look at that. Let's dig in. Look at that. The ultimate chocolate cake. Surprisingly, it is freaking delicious. You guys have got to try this and click that plus button for more quarantine recipes.
When I'm feeling under the weather, I love this pasta. I don't know why, it just makes me feel better. It's just so simple: parsley, chilli, garlic, olive oil. That's it. I just start off by chopping the chilli super fine, then I grate the garlic, and then I siphon out the parsley, and that's basically all the prep done. Put your water on to boil. I like to use 2 olive oils, that's a finishing olive oil, and then I use a cheaper olive oil when I cook the garlic. Just blanch the pasta, make sure that it's in boiling salted water. You don't need olive oil, but just keep turning the pasta. Olive oil's a myth in the water. Cook the garlic in the cheaper olive oil and season with salt and pepper. Just infuse that oil, and then put a little, when the pasta's ready, put a little bit of pasta water in, the pasta, and a few knobs of butter. Then we're going to go with the chiffonade parsley, the chopped chilli, and then give it a good work, the olive oil and the butter and the water and the starch from the pasta. A little bit more of the good olive oil to just help it emulsify together. Plate it up, nicely in a bowl. Then we're just going to grate over a bit of parmesan, and that's it. Hopefully it'll make you feel better if you're not feeling well.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to film my first ever savoury recipe, and it's going to be really cheesy mac and cheese. And these are the ingredients. Let's go. So first things first, we're going to add the macaroni pasta into boiling water. So I've just boiled my pasta, drained it, and now I'm going to add the milk and some butter. Also added the Kraft cheese sauce into the mix. So I've just finished mixing this all up, and now to add all the grated cheeses. First one is Red Leicester. Second is cheddar and mozzarella. There's Grana Padano, I think that's how you say it. Lastly, Monterey Jack. I'm going to add a tiny bit of cream cheese just to help it mix. And heat it up and just keep mixing it to make it super gooey. And finish. That really is the cheesiest, best smelling mac and cheese ever.
We got some Maggi sticks and an easy marinara sauce to go with it, of course. Okay, so for the marinara, whole onion, dice it up, over to the pot, olive oil, made like 2 tablespoons, onions in, cook that for like a few minutes, season with salt, and then a few cloves of garlic, mince, add it into there, cook that down for like 5 minutes, add a whole can of crushed tomatoes, let that simmer away. Strip naked your cheese sticks, and you're gonna wanna get dredged egg wash and then panko breadcrumbs, and make sure the egg wash is whiskey, and then make sure the pancos is nice and fine. Squeeze it with your hand and put it into the blender or whatever, and then goes flour, egg wash, straight into the panko, and go ahead and pack that in there real good. You want it nice and packed. I did doubles for a few of them, but I was running out of egg. I only had 1 egg left, so I only did doubles for a few. Double single still gonna be fine. Bring the oil up to heat on the pan once it is bubbly. Gucci gang right now, chopstick, 1 minute each side, flip it over. Maggi sticks, you know they're ready once it's busting out like that. And then at this point, marinara sauce should be ready. Go over there, you got Maggi sticks. Yes, sir. McDonald's McNuggets. Start with that chicken breast. Go ahead and cut it up into little cubes, and we're gonna blend it in batches, and we're gonna pulse it. You could use a grinder if you have one, but I don't have one. I'm guessing a lot of you don't have one. You could use a blender, works just as good. Season the meat with a bunch of salt and pepper, and then the key to shaping your nuggets is to keep your hands wet so it doesn't stick to you. So you feel me? We made a few McDonald's shapes, and we went off with some dinosaurs, made a country, and look at that. I don't know what that is. Throw it into the freezer for like 2 hours. For the dry mix, we're gonna go flour, cornstarch, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, mix it up. For the wet batter, we're gonna go eggs, half a cup of water, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and whip that up. Then once your nuggets are hard, we're gonna go dry, wet, and then leave on there. And then once you do that, you're gonna heat up some oil. Once it bubbles around the stick, the wood, the chopstick, throw them into the oil. Make sure they don't stick to each other. Fry them for about 2 minutes each side. Take them out, and you got chicken McNuggets. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you a little secret. If you're buying buffalo wings, you're getting ripped off, bro. I think we should just make it.
2 pounds of chicken wings, half a teaspoon of salt, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, and the secret ingredient, half a teaspoon baking soda. Toss that together, half a tablespoon, half a tablespoon, I can only do this so many times. Half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon of olive oil, baking sheet with a wire rack. Line your chicken wings up nicely. In the oven, 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 40 minutes. Small saucepan, 3/4 cup Frank's Red Hot. On the stove, medium heat until steamy hot. Half a cup of butter in. Whiskey business. Buffalo sauce done. Crispy in. Hit it with the buffalo. Sauce, just a finishing touch. Now we're talking that chicken leg piece with a ranch. You heard? It really is that easy.